Hey everyone, it's Brian from YourParanormal. I have here
Matt.
and this is an introduction to the newest member of the team. So Matt, why don't you go ahead and tell us about your experiences with the paranormal so far?
I've had a few experiences here and there. Most notably when I worked for Turning Point. There was an old building, don't know much of the history of it, but sitting around the table, we all heard something in the closet go, Matt. We all turned around, no one was in it. And that was three of us all hearing the same thing. And once when I was downstairs, I saw something run up the stairs, but there was no one else there.
Yeah.
But that's about the extent of most of my paranormal experiences. I'd like to see something that would prove more of something else is out there, maybe another side of things. Or
So your goal out of this paranormal adventure is to go to these different places and get some kind of evidence for yourself to kind of reaffirm that, ghosts or the paranormal are real.
yeah, to see what else is out there. Is it just us? Is it a spirit realm? Is it something else entirely? One of those life great mysteries.
Yeah, no, that's. I mean, like a lot of people like lost a loved one and they're out to prove that there is an afterlife, just for their sanity. Some people just want the once in a lifetime experience. So I think having previous experience before actually getting into investigating is cool. But we're doing this media after your first investigation, actually. How did that go?
I heard a few whispers, a few knocks, things that could just be accountable for the houses moving or creaking. Asking questions, we did just rambling on for minutes on end. Others heard other things like scraping and walking. A couple of my questions, when I asked about windows, I could hear a scratching noise, like nails on a chalkboard type deal. And then when I was alone, nothing happened until nature called and I was in a bathroom. And then I could hear knocks and scratches and things falling down. But nothing touched me. I didn't get to see any shadows or anything that felt threatening. Walking into the bedroom, I felt goosebumps and a feeling of uneasiness, but other than that, nothing that jumped out. And
Yeah, so nothing like too concrete.
no, it wasn't like Casper the Friendly Ghost. It wasn't like The Exorcist. It was more like those things you see on TV where it's like, did you hear that? No, you're crazy.
Yeah. So like out of all the places that are like basically out there, what are like your top 3 or so that you want to go to?
I remember, I want to say it was 8th grade. I think we went to a DC trip, or on the way to DC, we stopped at Gettysburg, and we saw a few things, and then they herded us back on the bus, and then we were out of there. I'd like to go back to Gettysburg. I've heard you hear people walking, you hear cannon shots. It's just one of those areas that are just teeming with, it was one of the worst battles on U.S. soil. So I'd like to do Gettysburg. I heard Mansfield was pretty cool. The prison, or it's called something else. Reformatory, yeah. About the cells and something about you can stay in the cells or something like that.
Yeah, there is.
And then I always thought of like trying to find an old graveyard that has been lost to time, where you can barely see the headstones at all, to see if there's any sort of history that comes back to it. Mm-hmm. There's a few graveyards that have been lost to test the time around here, but just finding them would be the hard part.
Yeah. And then planning that adventure out and everything. Okay. Let me think. So, is there anything specific? Like, are you looking to see something, hear something? Like, what's the goal for you?
I like to see something that proves that ghost exists. Like, something that where other people say, I see a shadow, it's right there. I feel a scratch down my back, or something that's concrete that tells me that you're real, that you can be explained. When I hear things, it could be the house settling, or it could be the hot water tank settling or turning on, the air coursing through the house, giving you goosebumps, the different temperatures between the rooms. I want something that comes out and faces me just comes out and says that it's here. Good or bad, I want to see it.
Mm-hmm. And is there anything specifically that you're worried about or afraid of, etc.?
You mean like bees?
No, bees. Bees are a whole other issue.
Bees are fine.
Yeah, no.
Not afraid of spiders, not afraid of bees, not afraid of the dark. I ain't a religious person. When they do their prayers and everything, I'm not one to partake. There's nothing that really scares me on that end. I mean, well, I guess I'm where everyone else does the prayers and the circles and everything. I am the one man that stands away from all that to give it kind of a what's the word?
Open door or
No, like a control test. You have everyone that's under that white light or something, and you have one other person to see if they go toward it. A test subject or a control group.
Mm-hmm.
You have your control group and you have your variable. I'm the variable. Does it like me more than it like others? They're welcome to touch me. They're welcome to just do about anything. I'm ready for just about anything.
Mm-hmm. And is there any particular part of the paranormal, exorcism, spirits, energy, all that stuff? Is there anything that you're particularly drawn to or curious about?
I think exorcisms are fake. Just people screwing around or something. I haven't seen anything that has proved that. Ghosts in general, I've heard and maybe seen some things I can't explain, but nothing that has just come out and screamed at me or anything like that. So we'll just have to wait and see.
Well, cool. Is there anything else you want to tell them about yourself or anything?
Well, I live alone. So far, every stop that I've hit so far, I've said you're more than welcome to come home and live with me, to give the others a break. But so far, I haven't heard anything, so no one's taken me up on that offer yet. But who knows? I'm looking for some roommates.
Oh, cool. Well, hey, Matt. Welcome to the team. Appreciate you very much, and welcome to Your Paranormal.